Trump's ambassador just insulted Germany so badly that top officials are calling for his expulsion. The next president has her work cut out for her. In addition to the smoking pile of domestic legislative wreckage Trump will inevitably leave in his wake, the next administration will face the Herculean task of repairing the international relationships that were painstakingly built up after World War II only to be gleefully torn apart by Trump in a stretch of mere months. The president stabs our allies in the back at every turn and erodes U.S. credibility by pulling out of agreements and violating international law at every turn. Going forward, even after we've escaped the dark age of the Trump years, other nations will be wary to take the American government's word at face value, knowing that another Trumpian clown could be elected at any time, undermining everything built and agreed upon by his predecessor. Today saw just the latest indication of America's fraying reputation in the world. The Guardian reports that German government officials are demanding that Trump's envoy to Berlin, Richard Grenell, be recalled to the States after he stated publicly that he wants to empower conservative forces in Europe. "I absolutely want to empower other conservatives throughout Europe, other leaders. I think there is a groundswell of conservative policies that are taking hold because of the failed policies of the left," Grenell said in an interview with the far-right rag Breitbart, the former stomping ground of Trump's ousted white nationalist whisperer Steve Bannon. Not surprisingly, the Germans are outraged that an American official would admit to a desire to interfere outright in their politics. If people like U.S. Ambassador Richard Grenell believe they can dictate like a lord of the manor who rules in Europe and who doesn't, they can no longer remain in Germany as a diplomat, Sarah Wagenknecht, co-chair of German political party Die Linke told Die Welt. If the federal government is serious about the democratic sovereignty of our country, it should not invite Grenell for a chat over coffee, but expel him immediately, she added. Martin Schulz, who is the former leader of the German Social Democratic Party, agreed with Wagenknecht's assessment in his own comments to the German DPA. "What this man is doing is unheard of in international diplomacy," he said. Ambassador Richard Grenell has been testing the boundaries of his authority in other ways since entering office at the beginning of May. Grenell's mandate is to mediate relations between Germany and the USA, so his attempts to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu after the foreign leader met with German Chancellor Angela Merkel caused a stir. Grenell also intends to go over the head of Trevor Tejna, the U.S. ambassador to Austria, by meeting with Austrian Chancellor Sebastian Kurz this month. A spokesperson for the American embassy in Germany claims that it was Austria that requested the unorthodox meeting. Trump clearly made a mistake by appointing Grenell. He's overstepping his authority at every turn and undermining American-German relations, and Germany can hardly be blamed for taking umbrage at his attempts to foment Trumpian forces in Europe. Their wishes should be respected in this case.